Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
Careful ahead.
Those are bones. Has this spirit been scattering someone's corpse around?
It considers this all a game. Let's return the remains to where they belong.
The bones we found just disappeared.
Wait, what?
Let's try this again. the bones we found just disappeared. Wait, what? Let's try this again. That did it. The bones are back where they should be. Everything's calm. Looks like the candles worked.
I see some of my colleagues have begun the renewal of the vows. Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
No one's gonna seize the day for you.
Just so. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tch, Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right. Just on the side.
This way, Rook.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census. You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
Lords of Fortune have an eye for craftsmanship.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
Hi? Should I say hi?
It's curious about you. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
They thought the necropolis was the best place for an orphan?
Better to learn death dwells all about us than be deaf when it calls. Yet, I was terrified of everything when I arrived.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
We're having tea. Here. By the dead.
Tranquility itself. Oh, If you prefer your tea sweet, Manfred loves using the sugar tongs.
I can't believe it. We're meeting after all those letters. It's an honor, Professor Emmerich. What should I call you? I mean, with everything you've done, it feels strange to just call you Emmerich.
Emmerich is fine, please. We're not in a classroom after all. Far less predictable.
Okay. Emmerich. Right. I might call you Professor Emmerich sometimes.
They need more bandages, blankets, and herbs for poultices.
I will lean...
Rook, Viago and I are visiting the new memorial. For those we've recently lost.
After all you have done, you are most welcome to join us.
Thank you.
We are not here to be formal. There have been enough funerals.
Did you know? I was just turning to say something to Air the other day. Before I remembered, she was no longer there.
Fletcher.
I didn't know Chance for long, but he seemed like a good man.
Terrible taste in furniture. He always smothered everything in gold. I'll miss hearing him complaining that I complain about it.
The diamond, the entire city feels so empty. I wonder if it will ever not feel that way.
I'm only a visitor, but I don't think Treviso will stay down for long.
I'm told we are a charmingly stubborn people.
The Blight, that is the problem. But you did fight it back. If we did it once, we can do it again.
Let's hope there is something in that.
When did you get here?
A while ago. I was reading the letters. Messages for loved ones. Prayers to the Maker. A few letters are to people I would have liked to know again.
Who else did you lose in Treviso? Other crows?
A few. Not all were crows. Some just lived daily lives in the city. Local merchants, people who put out the morning coffee as we headed to bed. After the ossuary, I wanted to walk by and see them again. As if I could return to where I left off.
Is there anything else we should say?
I did mention this isn't formal.
But we should do something.
A toast, then. Something we promise the dead we will think about over drinks to come.
The time they bought us. The world we'll build with it.
Neither will go to waste.
The crows rule Antiva, and tonight we mourn with her. There's an interesting letter. There, Rook.
Yes, indeed.
Elves came from spirits.
An incredible revelation of what happened thousands of years ago.
I asked Davern what he thought, and he just shrugged.
He would.
You got it. Finish them off.
Be ready.
Here we go! I am driven to strike! Nice hit! One for us.
What do you want? I think that art merchant with information on the Arntom lives near here.
Is anyone there? Hello? I've been trapped by...
Hello? Are you alright?
I'm trapped in my own gallery. Then the brute left and break the air and clear away all the refuse by the door?
What business do the Arntom have with an art gallery?
Done.
Lock the door. Come in, please.
My saviors, welcome!
Viago said you had information on the Arntom. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Arntom are up to. I'm in your debt. Please, look around. Those Arntom would have ruined
All right. We should talk to the market master if we want to...
Lighted on the left, other injuries
Hello.
on the right.
This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antom stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antom art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Hardly got any sleep last night. Just the thought of living next to the blight.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Barely any customers today.
It's a wonder anyone still lives in the city, the way it is now.
But I mean, Antom, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antom who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
Spy on me, all you fish. You will only see
The Hamantam, as if serving the treat.
We're close to that camp where the Anton took that merchant's stolen sculptures. Okay, let's look around for that stolen art. Or any sign of what the Anton are doing with it. Nothing here.
No luck here either.
Strange. You'd think a few statues would stand out.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him.
Welcome back. Let me know if you need a custom fit.
Is this what you call acting for Treviso?
That merchant who said the Arntom stole his artwork, he's with the Venatori. I'll bet he caught us listening in.
Damn it. Bet he took off the second we left the market.
The note said the Arntom are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components.
Mierda. As if the blight in the streets was not enough.
The note doesn't say what the components are for, but the meeting location is a different Arntom camp, in the center of the city. Let's head there, and... Okay. We're close to the camp where Arntom are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
It's those snoopers on the market. Kill them.
You can do better than that, Lucanus.
Looks like Davrin's trying to show off. End it now.
Not bad, Rook. For a Lord of Fortune.
All right. Let's find out what the Arntom and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Kunari blasting powder. The Arntom are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive. Much more explosive.
That's the last thing Treviso needs.
We must go to Deandiago with this as soon as possible.
Agreed.
Only a handful?
I heard they feared the blight in the canals.
Opportunists fleeing their easy...
Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Arntom make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The Crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Arntom's first targets.
How's my throat?
Lucanus, if you lose control of Spite, I'll have to put you both down. No hard feelings.
Good. But you should know, all the people who ever tried to kill me are dead.
Tosh will have my back. You can't handle both of us.
I once killed half a dozen Venatori while stuck inside an elevator.
Strength of the Empire! You failed the gods!
Watch out! On your right!
Nicely done!
Lucanus, if you lose control of Spike, I'll have to
Good. But you should know, all the people who ever tried to kill me are dead.
Gosh will have my back. Can't handle both of us.
I once killed half a dozen Venatori stuck inside an elevator. I'll take my chances.
Get out of there!
On the job.
It's all yours. Move out of there. Finish them all.
Take your blight with you.
Good to go again.
Better get this where it's needed.
Davren, if there's any advice you can send to Treviso about handling the Blight.
I'll pass it on. Though some details are only for wardens.
Are you serious? You're clinging to your order's secrets now?
It's not about secrecy, Lucanus. When you're resistant to the Blight like we are, wardens can take more risks. Or do you want untrained civilians spreading it further?
Right. I'm sorry.
I mean, I get how you feel. But let's make this better, not worse.
Something's testing us. Something dark.
Find the portcullis. That one's raising the others. We need a way through. Can't do this without a wisp. If I get a wisp to follow me, you'll get a taste of your own medicine.
Say the word. Everyone still alive?
They're at range!
Those undead looked elven. Ancient. Well, whoever they served, they're fighting for the gods now.
Beware the ancient that sleeps here, dweller. Death and blight have not tempered its rage.
Corruption. Undead. I'd say we found out who's responsible.
On your guard. Benoras, look out!
Take it down!
Get this.
This one can heal itself. 2.
That means it's weakening the Fade Tear. Stay on it!
That should weaken it.
No problem.
The story unfinished.
The Age Tear and the Revenant are both gone. And the Revenant left its essence behind like before. These Revenants aren't just undead. There's something more.
Their teeth, his regrets, the caretaker's words.
Solus, he left so many of his memories in the crossroads. Maybe the gods raised the worst of them as watchdogs. Makes sense. What's harder to face than your most painful memories? It's gone. And the Fade Tear too. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island.
So, the Grey Wardens have griffins.
What of it?
It's another secret your order's been keeping.
What does that mean?
Wardens act like the heroes of Thedas, but they hide just as many shadows as they fight.
And your crows are saints?
No, but we don't pretend to be. We're honest about our work.
The deeper currents.
This door. I think the essence we took from that Revenant might be our way through.
So it's a key, which means the gods don't want us in there.
To other shores.
That place where Rook found you, the ossuary. What else goes on there?
Nothing good.
How did you survive it?
Shut down completely. Think nothing, feel nothing, except what you need to escape.
What's left?
If you're lucky,
About to get fun.
Clearing the way, one chunk at a time. Better get this where it's needed.
Hey, Davrin.
Thanks, Davrin.
Whatever gets it done. Right. Where were we again?
Hey, Davrin. We gotta talk about Solas's magic memory thing.
What? Why?
Why didn't you tell me you were a spirit?
Because I'm not.
I thought we were friends.
I'm not a spirit, Tosh.
Is that because people might think you're a demon? Because I'm from Ravane. We're okay with spirits.
But apparently not with listening. I am not a spirit.
Hey.
Do others other shores. Shores.
You're talking about another revenant.
Dweller, destroy the gods, interloper. Steel yourself. Find the source.
Get ready. There! Finish them, Brooke! More of that, Brooke!
Another of those blighted fade tears.
We closed the last one. We can do this.
May the gods give you that throne. Get up and fight! Here it comes. That should weaken it.
I'm ready. Tell me what you need.
In darkness long lamented.
As you say.
I need a bed.
Watch for ranged attack.
Fade tear closed, another revenant destroyed, and another essence gained. That makes 3 essences. We should start looking for somewhere to use them. This'll open the way.
I've hunted monsters and killed Darkspawn. But this place? It's beyond me.
That must be why the revenants were raised, to keep that door sealed. Time to see what the gods are hiding in there. Light up ahead. feel it down there. Ready?
Wouldn't miss it.
Eyes up, weapons ready. There. He's been feeding on the blight. Destroy it before the corruption eats us alive!
Trouble on your right. There's our chance. Get in there. I caught my breath.
Enemies in range.
That did it, Davrin.
No problem.
Everybody good?
Corruption staunched. The Evanura cease their gnawing. The crossroads heals. A sanctum renewed, dweller. As is needed.
We did it. The dragon must have been the god's final weapon to take the crossroads.
And we put down another blighted dragon. Shaka Toebra.
Let's go.
The deeper currents